How many times have someone told you that getting rich quickly was a scam, but they never told you about staying broke forever, which is, to me, the real scam? Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. You have two choices. You can, well, really three. You can always be average. You can always be mediocre. I don't recommend it because that's a hard way to live this life. And the thing that I don't like about that the most is that you only get one life. And if you live it in mediocrity, that's all you'll ever have. That's it. There's nothing else. You don't get to come back and redo it. So while you're here, why not try to live the best life you can live? Why not try to do the things that you've always wanted to do, the things that you are capable of doing? Because I just want to let you in on a little secret. The dreams and aspirations you have, there's a reason you have that. And there's a reason you have those aspirations and the next person don't, right? You may be a person who wants to start a business and the next person does not. They just want to have a long, safe, secure job, whatever that is, right? And there's a reason it's that way, because that person probably does not have the tools to do what you've been put here to do, which is to run a business, be successful, and make a lot of people rich. And you have the tools. So whatever it is you're dreaming about in this life, this is just a little side note, you already have the equipment and the tools to accomplish it. So it's just up to you whether or not you're gonna do the things that's necessary to get it done. Put in the work. Doesn't have to be hard work, but put in the work that's got to be done and pursue it relentlessly. So if you can do those things, you're probably going to have some successful experiences in life, more than the average person. And because you have the tools, you have the equipment, that's why you have the desire. The desire without the tools or the equipment wouldn't be right. So you have it. If you have the desire, then trust me, you have the equipment to do it. So do it. All right. So people have talked to us a long time. We've heard it. I've heard it most of all my adult life. Hey, that's a get rich quick scheme. But you know what? What's funny to me, they never described, you've never heard anyone say, hey, if you go to school and get a job, that's a, middle class, mediocre life forever scheme. That's an average man or woman scheme for life. Hey, they never describe that as a scheme. Or listen, if you don't, put in more work or try to accomplish something, then you're probably going to go through life very, very poor. And that's a scheme. But nobody talks about being average or middle class as a scheme. Nobody talks about being poor, broke, or homeless as a scheme. Nobody talks about depending on a job or the government for retirement as a scheme. Nobody talks about depending on a safe, secure job, which we all know there's no such thing. You have a better chance of finding a unicorn than you do in 2024 of finding a safe, secure job. Just ain't gonna happen, right? But nobody talks about that as a scheme. Everybody talks about getting rich. Somehow we've made getting rich evil, and we've made getting rich a scheme. And it's just not true. Where did all this begin? When did we get to the point where making a bunch of money is evil? It makes you evil. Money is, because I've heard people say money's not good, money's not bad, money's neutral. No, money is good. It's good all the time. Money is good. If you want to help poor people, you can help more with money. You want to help the homeless, you can help more homeless people with money. You want to do nice things for people, you can do more nice things for people with more money. Money is a good thing. Money was in the Garden of Eden when Adam and Eve were there. Before they were there, money was there. Wealth was there. Gold was there. You go through biblical scripture, you'll always find, because I love to tie it into scripture, you'll find God's people rich, wealthy. God told you how rich they were, how they were rich, how much they had, who made them rich. They would lose it all and get it back again. So the fact that a lot of us are living below our means, because I see that a lot in the comments where people are like, live below your means. I don't encourage that. Now, if you're a bad spender and you need to be watching Dave Ramsey, which that's up to you. But if you're a bad spender, you're bad with money, sure, you need to be living below your means because you're way over your means. Over budgeting, you're just putting yourself in a deeper hole. But As far as if you're a person who's not like in ridiculous amounts of debt, but you're thinking about living below your means so you can do whatever, right? Save a little money or whatever you want to do. First of all, don't save money unless you know what you want to save the money for. Don't just pile money in the bank. Use the money to make more money. That's why you should save money. There's nothing wrong with having a few dollars in the bank, but don't pile tens of and hundreds of thousands of dollars into the bank and leave it there. Use the money. But all of a sudden, getting rich was a scheme. Let me share something with you. If you make $25,000 a year for the next 40 years, you made $1 million. Do you feel rich? Nope. Why? Because it took too long. You still hit $1 million, but it took too long to get there. If you make $250,000 a year for the next 4 years, you make $1 million. Is that better? Does that make you rich? Of course. What changed? It's still $1 million. What changed is the speed. How quickly you made the money. Because you make the money faster, you feel you're rich. Based on what I believe 250 grand a year is rich. But because you were able to make the money faster, make the money sooner, it changed your life. 25,000 for 40 years is $1 million, but it won't change your life. So we need to get out of the mindset that getting rich quickly is a bad idea. Getting rich quickly is a great idea. You should all be trying to get rich as quickly as possible. Legally, ethically, yes. Right? Don't do anything immoral. But, and I know you guys won't, but I just had to put it out there for somebody who's just new to the channel. Don't encourage anything immoral. But you guys should be in a hurry to get rich. You should be moving quickly towards building wealth. You should be going as fast as you can. You should have on your running shoes to get to wealth, to get to riches. Absolutely 100%. You should be moving in that direction. You should be thinking about how can I make money as quickly as I can and make a whole bunch of money. There's nothing wrong with being rich. There's nothing wrong with being wealthy. You should always be thinking about getting rich, getting wealthy, making a bunch of money. You need money in this world. You got to have it. And stop listening to people who made you feel like getting money quickly is a bad thing, or made you feel like the more money you get, the more evil you become. None of that's true. Stop allowing people to dictate your mindset when it comes to money. No one's going to show up and say, Sean, listen, I'm not, you guys are making money too fast. I'm not with that. And, you don't need all that money. That's stupidity. Don't listen to that. Make money quickly. Make a lot of money very quickly. That's how you should be living. If you don't make $1 million a year, fine. But go make the money very, very quickly. Whether it's a business, whether it's an investment. If you're fortunate, if it's on your job, I don't know. Not many jobs are going to make you rich, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? So think about that. Don't let people make you feel guilty about getting rich. There are people out here struggling, but nobody's making them feel guilty about staying poor. When I was poor, nobody talked to me about being poor was a stay broke forever, stay poor forever scheme. Nobody talked about that. Nobody shared that information with me. And what did I do? I continued to stay broke. I continued to stay poor until I was outside living. Right? You don't want to do that. It ain't fun. Trust me. You don't want to be in that situation. So again, when you guys are struggling financially, no one's showing up to tell you, hey, you've fallen for a stay poor, a stay broke forever scheme. We don't call it a scheme. It's the biggest scheme. 90% of Americans probably don't have $10,000 in a bank account. See, it's a scheme, but we don't talk about it that way. We call the good one a scheme, the good process a scheme, right? The good idea is the scheme. Wait, getting rich fast is a bad thing? Yeah, it's a get rich scheme. Well, you better get rich quickly because you ain't going to be here. You ain't going to be alive. You ain't going to live long enough to get rich slowly. So go get it. Get it while it's there, while it's gettable, right? Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my take. Drop your comments. If you have any questions, you're welcome to drop it. And just let me know, is it a good idea to get rich quickly, or should we be locked into the stay broke forever scheme? Which one is the scheme to you? Let me know, because I've lived it and I know, right? This is from real life experience. So you guys let me know in the comments, what's the scheme? If you want to start a business from your phone, start a middleman business like I have. I've been running my business since 2020. I do not have a job, do not need a job, do not want a job. If you want to learn more about starting a middleman business, go to middlemanceo.com or put middleman in the comments below. Learn how to start a business from your phone, make money from your phone, so you don't always need to work, don't always need a job or have to go to work, right? That's the real scheme, selling your life for a paycheck. That's the real scheme. See you guys in the next video. Peace.